Why do people want success so instantly? There's a set standard of society. If you do this, you'll feel like you've done something great. You'll feel worthy. You'll feel like, oh wow, I've done something. However, do people always feel happy like this? Of course not. People don't even have near enough as much gratitude as they should. People are always taught, oh, this person is doing better than you. This person's doing this at their age. That's why we feel the need to succeed. That's why people want to go viral. That's why people want to be relevant. It actually feeds a deep insecurity. And this is known as people pleasing and trying to gain validation from them. If you always attain instant success, while it may feel great at the present moment, eventually when you don't receive it because it's never promised, in fact, it never happens basically. Like you could become so successful 9 times and maybe the 10th time you're not. And then you realize, oh crap, what's going to happen the 10th time? I'm so used to winning. So you have to be used to doing both. When you're used to losing, it's like, okay, I'm going to use this as a way to win. And then when you win, you're like, okay, you appreciate it more because you've lost and you've actually worked hard. But if you just do it the first time, it's a fluke. You don't need to have instant success. You need to have something that stays, okay? I've seen people on YouTube, various platforms, blow up, and then the second upload is nowhere near as much as they got. And they gave up because one upload went viral and that's it. However, I've seen people who've started from basically the very start and their videos compounded, but each of them compounded. Not just, okay, one video went viral and the rest just stayed the same. No. People care about value. So when your videos perform well, generally what people do is they watch your older videos, and you know, that makes me feel kind of embarrassed because my old videos are, well, not very good. It still is a foundation. If I didn't make those mistakes in my old videos, I wouldn't have known how to make better edited videos now. At least now I feel like I get to the point. Please tell me I do. If not, I have something to work on, and that's completely cool. If something doesn't work out, who cares? Because if you always attain it first try, it's going to set you an expectation, an unhealthy one. So while it feels ideal, are you going to be able to keep that standard up? But if you fail or if you do whatever, it becomes easier. So I'll give you guys a very oddly specific example. It's like me with playing Mario Kart, okay? So when I first played it, when I was like 5, because I was little baby, I sucked at the game, okay? I absolutely sucked. But because I kept playing it and playing it and playing it, I become first pretty much all the time. And now, even though I'm not first all the freaking time, because it's Mario Kart, you can get Mario Karted at pretty much any single time, it becomes easier to play because I'm used to it. I have that confidence of playing over and over again. However, if I just won the first time and someone tells me, oh, can you win this race? I won't be able to say with certainty that, oh, I can win. You start to value success. You start to see it as something that is not a destination. It's something that is a stepping stone. Because think about it this way. If you've won another thing, your mind is going to be fixated on what do I win next. But if you've lost, or if you're thinking about other stuff, and I'm not trying to encourage losing in the sense of losing purposely, because I want people to see things for what they really are. Everyone wants quick money, quick success. You know why? It's to prove it to someone else. I'm sorry to say this. Even if you're thinking about doing something for yourself, everyone wants to do it to prove to someone else, okay? Everyone does it from insecurity because they feel inadequate, whether it's for someone else, themselves, but you just have to realize that you have to do what's authentic because this kills authenticity, okay? When you focus on quick money, when you focus on going viral, you're desperate. You don't think about, oh, who am I? You're trying to be someone else and blend in with the crowd. That's not good. And that's the thing. You just follow trends. You just do that. Who the hell are you? You're just a clone of someone who started a trend. That's it. And when you see people who do their own thing, even if they're not that big of a YouTuber or whatever that they are, they still get to be themselves unapologetically. Personally, I like to keep my life very private. I don't like to say, oh guys, look, this is my daughter. She is this many years old. This is blah, 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 blah. No. I keep that thing private, okay? No, I'm not a mother. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm in my early 20s, but guys, please. Okay, I honestly want to say from the bottom of my heart, please, don't undermine your value. Don't attach value to succeeding. You don't freaking need that, okay? And the people who tell you, oh, why aren't you doing this? Think about it the other way. Are these people themselves somewhere you want to be? If the answer is no, respectfully, just mentally ignore them. Honestly. And I know this could come from close people at times. That's why I'm saying respectfully. So what you have to do is just realize you're not where I want to be. You are not where you yourself are expecting me to be. Respectfully. And yeah, and if they are, then think about the habits they adopt that actually serves you and not something that's toxic. You're not going to have confidence, because if you've been training for something, people are going to see like, oh, this person's good. Then you could just say confidently, I could win this or I can do this. But if you've done it on the first attempt, where's the guarantee you'll do it on the second attempt? You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to worry about the quick money. You don't need to worry about quick fame. You don't need to worry about anything. Just be you. Celebrate you. Because the problem with these people nowadays who are chasing fame, they lose identity. They lose who they are. And sometimes they make videos saying, I forgot who I am. I don't know who I am. And that's when they have existential crisis, and then they're with partners or people and they're like, oh, I wish I could be myself around. Well, you're supposed to be yourself right now. So at least if you're small, at least if you're not that relevant, you're yourself, you're authentic, because people can't replicate that. Okay? People miss that when they're older. When people have plastic surgeries, for example, so many people regret it and wish they had their old face back. Well, guess what? Natural beauty is something that you don't alter. It's something that you just naturally develop. Everyone has it. But social media and filters has manipulated our minds. So this is exactly why I don't want anyone to be thinking that they need to win. You don't need to prove SHIT to anyone. You don't need to prove anything. Just freaking be you. Be yourself and piss them off, okay? Because that's exactly what people need to think about. That will annoy people. And if that annoys people, it's because they can't be themselves. Simple as. We have one life. You're not going to go on your deathbed and say, oh, if only I did. No. You're going to think, you know what? Even if I didn't do it, I was me. People want to be you. And you might be thinking, even if it's not your personality, people want to be authentic like you. People wish they could. There are people in the spotlight right now wishing they could be themselves, wishing that they weren't in the spotlight. That's the thing. That's why you build an honest brand. I mentioned this in another video. Build a brand that's honest. And that's what I do. I lecture people online, but I'm still myself, so I try my best. Be yourself, okay? It sounds so cliche, but everyone is neglecting it. Everyone is neglecting it and thinking, oh, this person, I don't care. It works for this person. I can take inspiration. That's it. But I am me, and this is this person. That's why they exist, for a reason. We're not clothes. AI is I'm joking. AI is another problem itself. Oh my god. But seriously, who cares with 7 S's? Who cares? Whatever. You guys just need to take a chill pill. That's it. Not a literal one. Not a literal one. Just chill. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to live. You just need to focus on you. In a world full of imperfection and performance, be real. Don't be an actor. Be an actual person, an actual character for once. Trust me. It sounds so cliche, but let me just say this. People are pathetically being this random person that they're not. And then they're causing a problem saying, oh, I don't know who me is anymore. Well, tough. Oh my goodness, we got ourselves some gems. Oh, ho, ho. Sorry. I'm such a kid. But yeah. That's it. I know I talked a bit about social media, but hey. Hey. Okay, let's just do this. Beep. Peace and bye. No! Why does she look like this? Nikki.